reptiles.
Alright, let's go. Welcome back, guys, to the G.I. Joe Show. Today, we are going to talk about titanium, platinum titanium, and then the Citrons, the het titanium. I want to pull out the father of them all, McVick. Then we're going to pull out a platinum titanium. I want to show you like how much that one morph just completely changes them. This is kind of like the future. This is the next big recessive that's kind of coming in. So, we'll get McVick out. Come here, bud. This is a 50% old school visual titanium. And it's crazy. Like it's very, very different. Unlike others like Golden Child, it is literally as if there are no lines. It is just a shade. It's a change in color. It's like the beach meets the sand, the sand meets the water right here. It is just a completely different look. And this recessive is something, if you like that patternless look, it's a very, very different look. He has hardly anything on him at all. It's just very, very different than any other recessive or any other incomplete dominant, honestly, especially anything that does that pattern reduction. It's literally within the scales. I don't know if you can see this, but it's within the scales that coloration happens, right? As versus you're seeing it like right here, that fading happens across multiple scales versus like a hard line where it's usually like, all right, here's black, here's the change, you don't see this fading that comes across. So I think that is a really cool, unique thing to titanium, and they're absolutely beautiful. So this little guy is a doll to hang out with. He's got those gorgeous eyes, that contrast, that dark head. If you take that and you put platinum to it like we did, right, then you get a whole different look. This is our holdback from this year. She was hatched on the 11th of March, 2024. This is one of 3 platinum titaniums, but definitely this female is just coming into her color more. And you know how it goes with platinum. I mean, platinum doesn't really come into their color until that 2nd and 3rd year. No outline on those rosettes, those elongated rosettes. No outline changing from that back to that top color pattern from the sides. But man, look how much, it's almost like flipping it 180 degrees, and you get a platinum titanium compared to a titanium. You can see that change across the scales. It is like this variation, and that just goes across multiple scales to give that fade color versus a hard outline. I love the dark head with these like almost coppery, pewtery eyes. They kind of just have a little bit of a different like eye color, and I think that's definitely due to the titanium. Super, super white bellies. Lots of glistening there. This is really unique, and I think platinum was the absolute coolest thing to put to it first. And it's not like you can put a lot into it. You know that it takes literally all of the patterning away. So it's really all about color mutation at this point. So, we know Sunfire, we know Platinum. Those are going to be your real enhancing morphs for this genetic versus anything that's more like a pattern mutation. So those colors, I think they're going to be phenomenal. All right, now let's check out some of the Citrons or the het titaniums that I like we've still got available. We've got some that are 50% old school, 25% Kalatoa. So that's a total of 75% for your hets. That's crazy. And they're absolutely phenomenal. And that's where I want to start. And I want to take them over here. We got some sunlight by this door over here. But guys, look at this. Look how green this snake is. And it's got these big silvers on it. I mean, the green that comes out in this is just phenomenal. Super, super clean. It's not like got this dirty pattern to it, with a lot of speckling. You get these super clean silver spheres that come in. It gives a great contrast and just a super clean and bold look. Check out those eyes. See just how orange those are. Man, they're cool. But it's a different orange than several other wild type retics. Big bold blacks are around. That outlining that I was talking about with that change in color You can see it here. Like each one of those outlines, those blacks, it's like on the scale itself. That fading that comes in when you get that visual titanium, it takes that away, just makes that really, really cool and unique. Now, this is from one clutch, right? This guy was, I think this one was the 50, was this the 50? No, this is the 75%. So this is with that Kalatoa influence, right? Now my other guy that's down here, so this is the 50% old school, no Kalatoa in here, but there's definitely a difference in this look, right? The silver's there, but it's very, very dark. And the back pattern just really kind of gives off that jampy vibe to me. And I really am just digging these guys because they have a totally different type of look. You know, it's not the bright silver that you get from that Kalatoa. It's definitely like more of a, like these connections where they're trying to draw it down all the way through the tail. And I really love in this, in the back saddles right here, how you had the black, but then there's this single yellow before you get into this buckskin color that just really sets it off. And I love this guy, or this girl, because she's got that heart. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. So, the wild type side of it, you know, you're getting both looks. Now you want to brighten them up. You start putting that platinum into the Citrons, and they are insane. This guy I think is really, really cool. We're going to show off two different platinum males that I really like. This guy I think is really cool because he's got a very, very open tail pattern and just a couple of different other unique little spots on him. And he's like missing a rosette like right there. So it's kind of cool, kind of unique for him. And then just put that platinum on top. You still, if you look really close down in there, and you still have that outline, even with the platinum, you still have it inside of that black. And I think that's just awesome. I used to think that OGS, hands down, made the best looking normals, but after seeing these guys in person, seeing how cool they look, I mean, platinum or wild type, Citrons, hands down the best. Hands down the best. One other one that I think is really cool, and it's a little bit different look. Much bolder, much bigger pattern, and just a brighter gold on him. And I think that's just him coming into his, you know, coming into his platinum a little bit differently than this guy. But man, these silver side spheres that are just poking through set the contrast so nice off on this guy. The way his golds are. And those, but this is like the coolest thing right here is this little split, like I call him Bandit, just based off of that right there, that little Bandit split rosette that I think is just super neat. So got a great personality, but even on the platinums, it's that dark head, it's those pewter eyes that just set it off different for these guys. I don't have any other platinums that have this look. And it is all about the Citron. It's that het titanium that gives it, that eye almost has a two-tone to it, which is just super cool. But it's against that kind of a grayed head. You still have that highlight in here that you can see coming off before that light buckskin, that stark white. So these guys are just really cool. These are the 2023s, and then I think we actually might even have one 2024 we could show you guys too. So this one was our in-house production here, and this little one has this kind of a different look, and he's a little feisty, but that's okay. So this is a wild type that was produced from McVick and Gaia, and Gaia has a different look than what McVicker's female does. So it gives off a cool different pattern. It shows you that ability that we've got just to make some different looks. Like the tail on this one, even though it's a wild type, man, like has no rosettes, but just a ton of cool saddle and very symmetric looking. 100% het titanium, has those silver spheres, which mom has too, but he's not a platinum. We do have one platinum het titanium from that clutch too, so let's see what 2024's got. This is insane. As you can see, like with this one, the platinum really came in, breaking that black up. It's got these little holes all through it. This guy's going to be insanely gold. If he is this gold, he's not even a year yet. I don't even know how he's still sitting here. Do you guys think that titanium's actually going to take off? Do you think that there's enough that can be done with it? I don't know. I mean, we all know like you can't put the pattern stuff to it. There's only so many color enhancers. But what if we did platinum sunfire titanium? Or, I'll give you guys a little secret. I really have this idea in my head. I don't know how many years it would take me to get it, but I really think that if we could do a blue hypo, titanium, anery, you put all three of that together and you back it by Madu blood, that to me, I think you're going to make a blue snake. I think that's going to be the bluest retic you've ever seen. You put those combos together. So if anybody wants to work on that, that idea is free to you guys. We have got to make our way up. We got to go see Faith. Faith is the one person you guys haven't met yet. She's been around for a couple months, so we're going to go check her out. Come on. All right, what's going on, Faith? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
How was Christmas?
It was busy.
Busy? All right. So, how long have you been working around the shop?
Been working here since like October.
What made you want to work here at Reach Out?
I really like reptiles. I really like snakes.
What's your favorite one here at the shop?
Snake-wise, gotta be Lacey though.
The anaconda?
The anaconda.
I'm not an anaconda person, but she is cool. They just freak me out because you can't read them. Has she bit you yet? Has she tried to bite you yet?
I mean, she has not, but I honestly think she's sweet. So.
Oh, she's sweet, but I've just had a couple anacondas that have definitely tried to take a bite out of me and gave me no warning. Retics are way easier to read. But, alright, cool. So, we always end this episode with a joke, right? Are you ready?
Okay,
It's always a dad joke. Are you ready?
Okay.
Alright. Where would bears be without bees?
Where?
They'd be ears.
Okay, that...
See you guys later.